Broccoli. 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 With tuna. With black broccoli.
Broccoli man.
Hey, what's going on, guys and ladies?
What's up, everybody?
Welcome to tonight's show. We are the Art School Rejects.
Now it's your show.
I said welcome to tonight's show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not my show. Bro, we're not Odd Future. I'm not trying to break up the band already.
Oh, we definitely got to talk about that later.
Yeah. All right, so
I don't know what that means.
before we get carried away, my name is Shane, and we also have tonight
Carlos.
Luis?
Okay.
And Chad.
All
Hey,
right.
Chad.
What up?
Jake's
Yeah.
taking a night off. He's not feeling good. He got a sore throat.
Did
Yeah. Yeah, that's what he said.
Lost his voice.
he? Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
I mean, I don't know how serious it is, but whatevs.
He'll be fine.
Hopefully he gets better,
He'll be fine.
you know?
He'll be back.
He won't die.
Probably next podcast. Shout out to Modern Medicine.
Word.
What do you take for that?
Nothing. You
Laryngitis.
you take things to suppress the
symptoms.
the symptoms, but there's no actual cure for that shit. Just eat well and drink water. Water is a life giver.
Yep.
Drink a lot of water.
Stay hydrated.
Speaking of water, I'm just going to have to... Okay.
Drink some homeopathic juice
It's coconut LaCroix.
with 0.0005% coconut.
There's no coconut in it at all. Not even 0.1%.
I mean, coconut water is already, well,
It's water.
It's
I
not
guess
coconut
it's
water.
not coconut water flavored LaCroix. It's probably just coconut flavored.
It is a good diuretic.
Exactly.
If you guys
It's
are
great.
necessary for that.
No, but
Thanks.
we're not talking about coconut water.
I know that now.
Wait, what? We're talking about coconut LaCroix?
Yeah.
That's actually tasty.
It's not coconut water, though. It has nothing to do with coconut water.
That is one
It's
tasty
just-
water.
It's sparkling water that has a twinge
Like-
of coconut flavored.
Like artificial coconut flavor, though.
Totally.
Did you guys listen to, or can you recall? Well, I should ask first. Did you play Grand Theft Auto 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we
I
all
bought
did.
it twice.
Dr. Ray D'Angelo Harris, when he was talking about coconut water. I am significantly more hydrated than you.
I don't remember that part.
Nope.
There's too
I
many.
It was
I
JB Smooth. JB Smooth's own talk show. Man, that
Okay,
shit was on
nice.
point.
I vaguely remember it.
Yeah.
I played it back on PS3
What?
That's what's
Yeah.
up.
back in the days, yeah.
I got it on Xbox and on PC now.
The last gen
Better.
before the last gen.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I haven't upgraded yet. I'm still on 360.
I have no systems.
My girlfriend has a 360.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good.
What does that mean?
I mean,
That's
when I go
Are
over,
you gonna
yeah,
sell it for her?
Has a
Or something?
360.
No, we have to watch like movies on it, like Hulu and like Amazon. So I'm constantly messing with the 360 interface.
Do you guys have a Hulu subscription?
Yes,
Is it worth it?
I
Maybe.
mean, I don't know. Yeah,
You can watch a lot of stuff on Hulu for free. They just have ads.
Okay. Oh.
I
okay.
mean, even the Hulu Plus membership has ads.
What is
Wow, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the whole
the
point.
point.
Is not having ads.
Yeah, it's pretty lame.
Why am I paying for cable twice?
I don't pay for cable, so
That's the future, man.
I get it.
Internet cable.
So where were we?
As we left off from the last podcast, we were supposed to watch Black Rain with Michael Douglas.
and Andy Garcia,
Oh, Ed?
Wait.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Did you see the movie?
Yeah.
and also Luis Guzman.
What?
Luis Guzman.
Goose-
Guzman?
Goosebomb?
Luis Guzman.
I don't know. Goosebomb?
Oh, you know
I
Luis
can't-
Guzman. Rasta Monster.
Mon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was in the beginning.
Yeah, he was in the very beginning. He was in the motorcycle gang.
Yeah. Which
That
I
was
must say was a pretty awesome scene.
That had to be Luis Guzman's first movie ever.
Really?
Rasta Monster.
Was he thin and shit?
No.
He looked the same, bro. The guy does not age.
He looked the same. But I
So
was
what
like,
is this
what the hell?
movie you guys are referring to?
Well,
Black
in the
Rain?
beginning scene,
Yes.
it's Michael Douglas, and he participates in a motorcycle race. Were they racing for pinks?
No, it was just cash.
Just cash.
It's just like the glory.
So what I noticed from that scene was that Michael Douglas, who was a cool guy, he's the hero. He had an open-faced helmet, and all the other goons in the motorcycle gang had closed-faced helmets. So
they're nobodies. They're just a bunch of stunt actors.
Stunt actors, yeah. So what I wanted to talk about really was open-faced helmets versus closed-faced helmets.
What is there to talk about? One can get your face impaled. The other one, not so much.
So you're on team closed face.
Yeah, unless you're on a 50cc scooter.
That is my caveat.
Going down the beach
on the
or
bike
something.
itself. Depending on the bike itself.
If you're going down the highway or something. Although you do see a lot of choppers
out,
and
you're gonna lose that jaw.
People on cruisers with
chin.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. It looks like if you watch like Sons of Anarchy or whatever, all those tough guys, like they all have just like the
they're tough guys. They don't care.
They have like the open face helmets, right? It's just kind of the top, and they might have like some spikes on the top or something like that.
Right. I guess that's that style.
I think I prefer that style. I might have to say I'm on team open faced helmets.
Okay.
You look a little bit cooler.
Because, more often than not, those guys are traveling at a very relative pace. They're not speeding or doing anything crazy. Unless you're those black dudes in New York.
Usually the ones that are... you can go really fast on cruises and shit like that.
Yeah.
But...
So you guys think that people that drive more crotch rockets have the close face helmets, and people that drive more
it would be
choppers,
to their favor.
It would behoove them to wear a closed face.
Like naked bikes, you're supposed to wear an open face helmet.
Naked bikes.
I don't think that's really the case of like aesthetics of the bikes. I think it's more so the person, because I've seen people on naked bikes, let's say Harleys, with closed face helmets.
Yeah, of course. It's not like you can only wear one or the other.
But doesn't it look weird though? If you're in a Harley with a closed face bike, helmet,
I would say that guy's safe.
Yeah, he's safe. Exactly.
He's a safe man.
He's a safe driver. Biker.
But like, do you foul on your face most? I think it's just to protect your head mostly.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what.
And
that's
against bugs, really.
I guess like there's
also
a possibility of
aerodynamics.
What?
If you
the
helmet.
Yeah, I guess.
Close
face the close face.
aerodynamic.
Yeah, they're usually a lot fancier, more expensive, and they have like all these vents,
grooves, and ventilation.
Yeah. But you're right. It's one of those things about being like a man, machismo, whatever. Having an open face helmet is kind of rad. If you think about it, Terminator from T2.
He didn't wear a helmet at all.
Yeah, he's a robot.
But exactly, he's a badass.
Yeah, but he
in Florida, you can ride with no helmet in Florida.
Yeah,
but you have to have insurance, and your bike has to be under 50 cc's.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
If you don't have insurance, your bike has to be under 50 cc for you to be allowed to not wear a helmet. That's why there's all those little a lot of those little mopeds or whatever. They're advertised as 49 cc.
Yeah.
Just to get around that.
But you can ride with no helmet on, with like a chopper or like a Harley or like a Ninja.
If you have insurance,
you just have to have insurance on the bicycle or on your body.
I don't know, whatever motorcycle insurance, whatever. It's like, hey, if you're gonna go kill yourself, at least have something to pay for it.
Yeah,
they'll still, a cop can still technically stop you if you don't have a helmet. But if you don't have insurance, they'll give you a ticket. But if you do have insurance, they're like, oh, okay, just checking.
Remember, kids, do the right thing. Wear a helmet.
Stop and frisk.
Wear a helmet. Stop and frisk?
That's a different type of jam.
Yeah.
That's not a good type of jam. That's how black folks get shot.
Well, I think that's how anyone gets shot.
Black folks predominantly.
Mostly black folks.
Mostly black.
Yeah.
Did you hear what Obama said?
What did he say now?
He said a lot of things.
He said, folks need a... No, I forgot. He said something like...
Racist?
Not racist, no, but he said something like, folks need to back off or something like that. Or like, not back off, but like...
What's he talking about, though?
He said, like, folks need to fall back or something. About, like, I don't know. He said something like that. Like, yeah, like, folks need to fall back. Like, something that, like, only Obama would say. Like, no other president would ever say that.
Oh, because he's got that card.
He has that
cool card.
Yeah, he has
and he's on his way out. There's really ain't shit no one can say to him at this point.
That's he's like, I did my 2 terms. I can be real now.
Yeah. He's real, all right.
Yeah. Man, gonna miss that guy.
He's not real. He's been bought and nurtured and puppeteered the entire way through.
Of course.
Don't kid yourself, man.
No, I'm not saying that. Like,
Bernie
don't miss him because of his originality, but missing him because of his presence. You know, it's like how people miss Bill Clinton, you know? It's like the same thing. You know, how people might like Bush or dislike Bush.
Ew.
You know, it's at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure we're all smart enough to understand American politics and how it goes. But let's not go down that road on our podcast just yet.
He said, this is according to an ISIS strategy. He said, folks want to pop off about an ISIS strategy.
What?
Word?
What does that mean?
Pop off?
Yeah.
Like pop off at the lip?
Run their mouth.
Yeah.
But what's he referring to?
It says, this is according to Bossip.com.
No, I mean the context of what and which
President Obama has really been with the shits in the last few months of his term. He's been more free to say whatever the hell he wants and doesn't care anymore. Thus, it's being called the YOLO Obama tour. The latest
That's nice.
The latest came during a press conference in Turkey where he said "pop off" because he's tired of it.
Oh, so he's starting to use that American slang.
He said, "Folks want to pop off."
Okay.
All right.
He said that.
He did say that. So
go Obama.
Back to Black Rain.
So open face helmet, badass opening scene on. I think it took place by the Brooklyn Bridge.
It's New York City, 1980s.
Yeah.
And one thing,
it's gritty and dirty.
It's very steamy.
Yeah.
What?
Like,
New York, well, yeah.
New York in the 80s was very steamy. Like, there was steam everywhere. Like, steam was just coming out of all the manholes.
Yeah.
I remember those days.
Well, it happens a lot in the winter, too.
Okay, what is that, Chad, since you live in New York City?
It's exactly what it is. It's just a
steam.
Yeah, I've seen it.
We have it here, too.
Difference in temperature from underground like heating systems that are used either for the subway or for other larger buildings in the city, and then when it's just cold outside,
okay,
it's bellows.
I think everybody knows that.
I mean, it's more or less like
I think Carlos
with a source.
I don't know it, dude. I'm just like I'm thinking now, like it's like like in Fallout, like the you know how to make the city work, you know, like underground. Like it's like there's a system of tubes that are.
It's a legit question. It was a legit question. Yeah.
You know what? We do have Google.
Well, Chad he did a good job of explaining it.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's a scene where Michael Douglas, who is kind of a badass, he smokes cigarettes. He does have a family.
He smokes cigarettes.
Yeah, that's how you know you're cool. Like.
Especially back in the 80s.
Back in the 80s, yeah, he didn't care. He was a cop, but
unfiltered.
He was a cop, but he rode a motorcycle. Whoa. He was a cop, but he smoked cigarettes. You know, he didn't dress with in a uniform. He didn't dress in a suit. He wore like a leather jacket, had boots on.
That's crazy.
Jeans
and a leather jacket. His partner though was like all suited and booted.
Of course.
Not actually. Like police uniform, like Gucci, Armani.
Yeah, he was very, very smooth.
Swagged out.
Yeah. That was Andy Garcia.
That's a
very underrated actor, I feel like.
Really?
Yeah, he's been good for a long time. And you don't hear about one of the greats, Andy Garcia.
But would you say he's one of the greats? I think he's probably one of the great supporting actors.
No, he was. I feel like he's just like right underneath one of the greats, just like right on the border.
Like he just didn't qualify just there. He's like a couple more points.
Yeah, he had. Yep. If you guys ever get a chance, the movie, I think it's called "Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead."
Interesting title.
I feel like I've heard of that.
It's amazing, and it's an Andy Garcia movie.
Anyway, continue.
Well, they're in a diner, or not a diner, but a restaurant, and
Italian restaurant.
Yeah, they were in an Italian restaurant, and there's obviously some mob bosses talking. One of the people that they're talking to is a Japanese gentleman, and shit goes down. Shit pops off.
The immortal words of Obama.
As Obama would say, shit popped off. Well, yeah, and they caught a dude, that one of the instigators, and he was a yakuza.
Instigators of what?
What happened at the restaurant was basically some gun violence.
Ooh. Execution, actually. Ooh. Some dude got his neck cut open.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was very graphic. See the blood spurt out, and it was really funny because the Italian mafia guy, he was like, "Hey, just continue eating. Nothing's happening. This guy just got his neck open up, and just continue eating spaghetti. Don't worry about it. Everyone's fine."
Spaghetti and meatball.
Yeah.
Hey. Just finish your. I don't know.
Gabagoo.
Gabagoo. Baba. Rocky Baba.
Baba Ganoush.
Babadook.
I need to see that.
You got my balls.
That's for the next pod.
Hey.
Yeah. But you might not be able to watch it though.
Saying it's not down.
What?
I try to convince Sayin to watch Babadook, and he was not having it.
What's Babadook?
It's a new scary movie.
Is it new? I feel like it's been out for a couple years.
Well, I think it came out last year, 2014.
Yeah, that's.
But what I'm saying, it's like a new monster movie, sort of. It's called Babadook.
It's kind of like The Host.
Babadook.
Yeah, the trailer is pretty sweet.
I'll put that in the chat real quick.
It's on Netflix, bro.
Oh, is it on Netflix?
Oh, okay.
I gotta catch it then.
All right.
So they catch the guy, and they're in charge of.
That looks fucking terrifying.
Oh, it is.
They have to extradite the Yakuza guy back to Japan.
And they don't want to? They want to nail him right there?
Yeah.
I think they want to nail him right there. They want to just take care of him, but he's like, Japan wants their guy back or whatever. He's gonna go to court and go to jail, but over there. And so they fly him on a commercial flight, on
Pan class.
Yeah, not first, coach, he's
the back of the airplane.
Yeah, but it's a murderer, a dangerous murderer, and he's sitting in the middle seat, and then on the ends is the two detectives, Michael Douglas and Andy Garcia.
Oh yeah,
but they're just on a regular plane with normal people, which I guess is how you would do
and
it.
Hilarity ensues.
Yeah, there's I mean, what could happen? Planes are not. It's not funny flying for anybody.
Did they have a sword battle in the middle of the plane?
Oh no,
They actually get there fine, but then once they get there, for some reason, they give the guy to the wrong people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
they give him back to the Yakuza. I'm assuming.
They gave him back to the Yakuza as soon as they landed.
Somebody said, "Hey, we are the police." It's oh, okay.
They gave him to the wrong dudes. Then they spend the rest of the movie trying to get him back.
And they lived happily ever after.
Yay!
Not quite. I mean, there's,
Please tell me that at least it rained at some point, and there was like some epic fight in the rain. At least.
Yeah.
Okay.
But did it rain? I mean, Black Rain is actually the name of a Japanese movie that came out that same year. It's like a much more serious movie. It's about the years right after
the Hiroshima bombs?
Yeah, the atomic bombs, like Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Yeah.
So it's a more literal movie, whereas this seems just a bit
so that's like this
contextual.
I mean, the director of that movie is a Japanese director. He won like the Palme d'Or from the Cannes Film Festival. It's like
nice.
A really like great. It's a black and white movie, and Black Rain is basically what they call nuclear fallout, right? Like the ash, right? The black ash that falls from the sky, that has affected everybody's lives since those explosions, right? Those bombs. And it just sounded like Ridley Scott just heard the name Black Rain and said, "Oh, that sounds really cool.
That's a cool name, man. I'm gonna take it.
Yeah. And so it's there's like has nothing to do with Black Rain. There's no like Black Rain. It's not nuclear fallout, in the movie. They just,
they do mention it though in the movie.
It's mentioned like very briefly.
Yeah.
And that's what they use it as an excuse to call it. Like there we go. We said it.
Yeah, exactly.
It was pretty much like that.
The whole reason why they screwed up so bad in this movie, and there's a decapitation that I thought was very interesting, because they don't show the decapitation, like it's just implied, and I thought that was kind of unfortunate. They should have just let us see it.
It's an American movie. You never see an actual impact in most American movies. They kind of just cut to the
they cut to
before or the after.
Yeah, they cut to Michael Douglas like on the fence, like shaking it, like no.
Yeah,
and the whole reason why they fucked up like that was because as soon as they get to Japan, all they start doing is flossing super hard, like
seriously
every single night. Like they're at the club, they got like bottle service, they got like dancers with them.
They're like Future and Drake right now. That's all they were doing. They were just partying up like that. And also, I guess you did forget to mention that once they get to the Japanese precinct, they meet up with this, I guess, one of the Japanese cops. And he's kind of like, I won't say he's uptight, but...
He's uptight.
Yeah, he's uptight. Japanese standards for being cool. It's not American cool, not New York cool. Especially like how Andy Garcia was.
He's a by the book guy.
Yeah, he was definitely by the books. So he was there with Michael Douglas and Andy Garcia, but the whole time he wasn't having fun. Just watching these two gaijins like party up, have a good time.
The whole thing could have been avoided if they would have just got to Japan, stayed super low key, and just like did the investigation. But like, we're out every night like till 4 a.m. partying it up, kind of showing everybody what they're all about.
Yeah, they definitely were there more so for vacation.
Yeah, that's a lesson. That's a lesson for you guys.
Yeah. When you go to Japan on business, do the business first, then party. Don't party first, and then business later. Because that's exactly what happened in this movie.
Yeah.
Right.
They party first?
Yeah.
Then they got serious.
So Kat recently went to Japan. I mean, I don't know if she handled her business first or if she partied first.
Did she have actual business or just party mode?
I think her business was partying.
Well, then she took care of it first.
I'm not sure she did any partying. I saw her like at museums and like tea gardens and shit.
Isn't that a party there?
Her.
Or you're talking about like going to like one of those places where you just hug somebody.
What? Hugging stations.
The hugging, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about those. I mean, like at the nightclub, like dancing, getting bottle service, like having escorts, like sitting with you.
No, Kat didn't do that.
Kat doesn't do that.
You sure about that? I mean, What happens in Japan
It stays in Nagasaki.
yeah, probably.
That's true.
I mean, so I was in Japan, but I was too young to experience any of those pleasures.
That's what somebody that doesn't want people to know would say.
I was like 12
I
years
didn't
old.
do that. No, I don't do those things.
I think I wish I did, but I was too young at that point, unfortunately. So now, that'll have to wait.
Are you allowed to go back?
Uh,
Has that been lifted? I mean, it's been a couple of years now.
yeah. No, I left on bad terms, but I'm not sure what my status is.
Yeah, you should check.
I mean, look into that.
Yeah.
Why not?
I will.
You never know. You
I
might
will
be able
say.
to go back.
I will say a fun fact about me and my time in Japan was that I lived there for almost 2 years, like a year and something, living in Japan, and I actually didn't learn how to use chopsticks until I got back to America. Like I got back home from Japan and then instantly learned how to use chopsticks.
So what did you do there? I mean, I know they
question.
have forks and spoons. That's not. I mean, but
All I ate was like
just McDonald's.
there was
Like
like
rice
there was like one like American like shop and they had like a jukebox and they would show like music videos in there and it would be like Vanilla Ice and like MC
nice.
Hammer videos.
It was just
or like Naughty. No, I remember
it
Naughty
called
by
American
Nature,
Bar?
like and yeah, and it was like I remember Naughty by Nature, and I remember I think it was like Shabba Ranks, like Mr. Loverman, like and they sold two things there, maybe more than two things, but they sold fried chicken and they sold pizza.
Ooh.
Nice. Very Western.
That's all Americans love.
Yeah, and that was my hangout. That was my peach pit.
Nice.
Who were you at the peach pit?
What was the place that they hung out in?
90210?
No, 90210 was the peach pit.
Yeah.
Say
That's
by
what
the
I was asking. Who were you at the peach pit?
Say by the Bell though.
Can't remember the name of the time.
Yeah,
And you guys have good memories.
I thought that was like part of their school.
No,
Because I mean, it took them
was-
like 2 minutes to get there,
It was away from the
and
school.
the only people there were the students.
That was a dope hangout spot.
What?
It was an awesome hangout spot
Yeah,
for all the kids.
just for the
It was called. I looked it up. Sorry. It was.
It's fine. That's a smart thing to do.
It was called the Max.
The Max.
That's a
You know,
terrible
I
name.
never really think they ever said that. I mean, I'm pretty sure they did.
No, it was like there's a sign that says the Max.
Oh, okay.
It was like a neon sign.
It doesn't have two X's at the end, right?
1X.
What does that
Okay.
mean?
It says the Max. This is according
The
to
comic book?
the Saved by the Bell wiki.
I love that page.
It's no, it's not Wikipedia Saved by the Bell. It's like the Saved by the Bell wiki.
Wiki. No, we get it.
Like they have their own wiki.
We frequent that. Stay up to date
So
with that.
the
Saved by
Max
the Bell.
was a local campus hangout for students at Bayside High. It was where the Bayside Tigers would celebrate before and after games. It was owned by a magician named Max
I don't remember this.
and managed by Ginger Baldwin, Jeffrey Hunter, and Kelly Kapowski. Appearing throughout Saved by the Bell, it preserved its continuity on its following up show, Saved by the Bell: The New Class, which burned down caused by Christmas tree lights in a 2-part season finale. Fire at the Max.
Oh boy!
Damn.
So that's how it went out. It literally went out.
In flames.
With the
In flames.
Nobody else could have it
Yeah.
on
Or a
Christmas though. Like
On Christmas.
that was their big finale. Like let's just burn this shit down.
So the weird thing about Black Rain is that it, even though the whole entire movie takes place in Japan, like Ridley Scott doesn't
Did he
show
completely whitewash like Japan.
he doesn't show anything of like Japanese culture. It's like barely anything.
Mm.
Like he doesn't, you really see very little. I actually thought that there was more like hints and like homages to Japanese culture in Blade Runner than there was in Black Rain.
Makes sense.
And Blade Runner wasn't even in Japan.
No.
Wait,
but it was Ridley Scott,
San
so
Fran?
I mean, you can't.
Los Angeles.
Okay.
You gotta give him credit too.
Which one came first?
What do you think?
What? Come
Blade
on,
Runner.
Blade Runner was 83.
Yeah. Black Rain was like 89.
Okay.
Even did Alien first. All the sci-fi stuff, and I guess he just kind of like, was it just like, oh man, what a great title for a film. Let me just make something.
It was it was like in the same time of movies where like you would shoot a motorcycle and it would explode.
Ah.
There was a lot of that going on. Like,
I missed that.
Like a motorcycle would crash into like a car and there was just explode for no reason.
Massive explosion.
Yeah, massive explosion. Yeah, there was
best,
a lot of that going on.
Nothing wrong with that.
We need more of that.
They kind of brought it that with Dark Knight.
Oh yeah.
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 Mm.
I mean, he didn't crash into a car to blow up, but a lot of cars blew up around him, and he was on a motorcycle.
But those were missiles, though. That thing was packing.
No, we're talking about like you push over this motorcycle and it blows up
In the background somewhere.
Yeah, it's just like knock it over, boom.
Yeah, there's also a scene. There's a scene in Black Rain where like they all end up at the steel mill with like.
Of course, and there's like everybody's grinding on like nothing.
Yeah. There's sparks.
It's like, what the fuck
grinding.
are you grinding? You're not making anything.
What does this mill produce?
How? And it got me thinking. Like, how many movies is like the climax of the movie at a steel mill?
There's not that many.
I mean,
there's that one.
I think the one with Jet Li, they have like a fight somewhere where there's like a ton of stuff.
Is it the time traveling one?
Yeah. That was a cool concept. The multiverse.
Okay. Yeah, multiverse thing.
I mean,
and it's like a multiverse prison that exists in kind of like a dead zone.
Oh yeah, and then he has to fight like a million of just other people. Because like there's one universe that is just like they send the worst of the worst
to just kind of like
be there.
That's the negative zone, basically.
It's the Rikers Island of the universe.
Yeah, or that's what Superman did, right? He put like Zod and everybody. He put them in the Phantom
Zone into his shield.
The Phantom Zone
disappears. I'm gonna throw this S at you. Woo.
Wait, what?
No. The S was a little garbage bag they threw over that one guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right.
I'm so confused. That
what was
you don't know the S that he threw in I don't know. I don't know which one. It's probably 2.
I don't think I've seen like the Superman movies.
Oh, the old ones with not Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, Keanu
Reeves. And I'm kidding.
He's a Reeves. You got the last name right.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Christopher Reeves.
That's his dad.
Yeah, it was when he fought against Zod, that lady, and the slow looking guy.
Zod.
All at his
Fortress of Solitude. Yeah.
There's a scene where I guess it gets a little gimmicky, where like Superman like touches his chest and he like rips off like it's plastic S.
The plasticine S.
And he throws it at one of the bad guys, and it kind of like wraps him up.
Yeah, it turns into this plastic bag that covers him, and somehow that
immobilizes.
Yeah, it was just bullshit. I don't even remember why. I remember hearing like an explanation of what happened.
Nah, man, I think
Richard Pryor. Excuse me, not Greer. Wrong guy.
He's in the third one.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay.
Richard Pryor and the white guy. No, was that a different movie too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you talking about
Superman was
Gene Wilder?
Yeah.
Yes.
Superman was not in that movie.
All of my movies are just wires are completely crossed.
Yes, Superman wasn't in that one.
They're all blending into the same thing.
That's funny.
Man, good times. Good show.
Yeah, I don't really remember the Superman movies at all. Like, as being a huge fan of the comic, it's weird that I've never seen like the actual Christopher Reeves movies.
That is a little weird.
The first two were.
I've definitely seen the first one. I'm not sure if I saw like 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's okay.
Yeah, it gets a little crazy.
And then there's Supergirl movies too.
Yeah, exactly.
There's also Steel, right, with Shaq.
Yeah,
That's a thing.
And Shazam,
Never
not
saw
necessarily associated with the character.
Yeah, that's a different Shazam.
Because I am Shazam.
He doesn't play Captain Marvel in that movie.
No. He plays a very stereotypical, slightly racist Hindu black guy.
A genie?
Well, he doesn't try to do no accent.
He does wear a turban, and he's black.
Yeah, but he's like 20,000 years old or something like that.
He's not a Mr. Popo.
What? But what are you trying to say? There are black people who wear turbans, Chad.
Oh, of course. Not Shaq, though.
Well,
Well, he's acting.
He is. Yeah, he is acting as
I didn't
Shaq.
see that. I don't.
He's
know
acting
if I've
like
seen,
Shaq as a genie.
I'm not sure if I've seen any Shaq movies.
Hey, I'm gonna
grant
you 3 wishes.
I thought you said you saw Steel.
I don't. I mean,
he just knows it.
I'm
I've
I'll
never
break you.
I pride myself in being like one of the foremost authorities on black superheroes. But I don't think I saw Steel.
Oh man,
You did see Spawn though.
you would have to see it.
I saw Spawn. Yeah, Michael J. White.
Yep.
Spawn was pretty good. Yeah.
Who directed that, by the way?
I know John Leguizamo's in it.
Yeah. Shout outs.
Aren't they doing a new Spawn? Aren't they?
Yeah,
they
they're supposed
kickstarted
to.
or some shit.
Something like that. They're trying to bring it back into comics. I know.
Yeah, but I think from what Todd McFarlane has been saying, it's they want to go like super dark.
Yeah.
Because before it was very like
the cartoon.
Batman and Robin.
Yeah, very comic booky. Like they're just trying to go over the top, but he wants to go like super like Batman, like super serious but dark.
But darker.
Like you barely see Spawn himself because he's always in the shadows or something.
Hark back to his original premise. What was his name again? It was like something Simmons, right?
Al
Simmons.
Simmons.
Al Simmons.
Yeah, that's right.
But it's not Al Simmons anymore because
No, it's
who's the greatest black superhero?
Spawn is more of an anti-hero.
I think that title has to go to Black Panther, and probably will always no. Well, between him and the Black Green Lantern.
No, not even Black
there's
Green Lantern, man.
You talking about?
There's Cyborg.
John Stewart.
John Stewart. Yeah.
There's
Not
Cyborg.
to be mistaken with John Stewart.
So John Stewart and Cyborg are both in the Justice League, and we know that if you're in the Justice League, you're up
doing
there.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty good.
Yeah.
You're
But I only know Cyborg as a Teen Titan.
Luke Cage.
I don't know him as a.
But he's
Grown
actually
up
part of
badass.
the Justice League.
Yeah.
he started
He's
out
only
as
in the Teen Titan show because they need that diversity.
Well,
in show.
he started off on the Teen Titans, but he got
Oh, he did?
yeah,
Oh,
but
okay.
he got promoted
Okay.
to official Justice
What
League.
What about
Static Shock?
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. I
They're
like
on
Static
there.
Shock.
I mean,
Yeah.
What?
No.
if you really think about his powers, though,
They did do a Batman Beyond crossover with him, which was awesome.
his powers are fairly up there.
Static. He just
Yeah,
put
static electricity.
he just put like a bunch of bounce dryer sheets all over his jacket.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still think Black Panther holds the title as greatest black superhero. There's not a lot.
First
from
name
him.
greatest, last name ever.
Yeah.
Black
Guy.
man.
Drake.
Guy
Drake
runs
is
his own
the
country.
best black superhero. Is he?
No,
is he
Drake's
actually
not a
black?
superhero. Yeah, he's
black and
he's
Jewish.
black.
Black and Jewish?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
Bluish.
he's like he's like my nephew. He has a African American father and a white Jewish mother.
Yeah, but I mean,
So he's
I
mixed.
mean, are all Jewish white people?
No.
So then,
yeah, they are Caucasian.
no. But I'm just saying,
Well-
like, you can be black and Jewish, you can be white and
Yes.
Jewish, you can be Asian and Jewish. So it's
Yes.
like when you say Jewish, Are you referring to a specific race?
Hebrews.
Well,
no, you have a good point, but
like
it's a little muddy when it comes to
when somebody says like, oh, he's Jewish, it's like, well, that's a religion, that's not a race.
Well, is
he Israeli? Is he?
Yeah, you could be Israeli, right?
And even then, I mean, that's not a nationality, not a race.
Exactly.
True.
So it's confusing to me.
It is confusing. Yeah, it's confusing to everybody, I think.
I think I got a winner here.
What?
And what I'm talking about is right before we did the podcast, I went up to my roof.
Okay.
You're rough.
And I did a little photo shoot with myself.
Ooh. Nice.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Clothed or naked?
Wow. Yeah.
I clothed. Very clothed.
All right. Leaving up for the imagination.
Sure.
Okay.
And I think I found the winner shot.
Sweet.
How can we see it? I don't think I can see it.
What are you talking about? You'll see it when I post it, man. Yeah. I'm not doing this for myself. For the ladies.
And what do you do? Oh, okay. So I go up on the roof to do a selfie, but not for myself. I do it for the ladies.
Well, I mean, the whole point of a picture is to show it off, I think. I'm not going to like print it out and hang it in my room. And that's
some people
would have to go come here to see it. Not how I roll, dog.
Give me a reason to come to San Francisco.
Just to see my picture.
Just to see that one picture, and I'm flying right back as soon as I'm done.
Yeah. I mean, that can be arranged. I could go ahead. You go ahead, print. Get your plane ticket. I'll go ahead and print this out. And
I'll see you in a couple weeks, bro.
Okay.
We'll make this happen. It's gonna go down. Los, do the same thing so I can make a stop at your house. Otherwise, you're not seeing me.
Get the best out of it.
I take selfies all the time.
Good man. Print it out. Make it big. Put it outside.
I post them up right away though.
No, it's gotta be printed.
Well, I mean, I didn't go up to my roof for like an hour with my phone.
Okay.
I took my real camera.
The ASR.
So yeah.
Nice. Can't wait.
Yep. Your guy's gonna be blown away.
So, me and Sam watched another Ridley Scott movie a couple nights ago.
Exodus?
Nope.
Okay.
Close though, really close.
Alien.
Nope.
Prometheus?
Well, just say it.
Gladiator.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I said close because it's also sandals and swords in it.
Right. I should have. That's where I probably should have gone as well. I just meant in terms of like release date.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gladiator is truly a triumph of a film, especially for Ridley. That is such a great movie.
Well, we were talking about it the other night, and you were. Let's see what these guys think. When he says, "Are you not entertained?" What was the debate? This mini debate we were having. It's like, I think it was like he was asking like, in what sense was he saying that?
Well, I was a little bit confused because if he really wanted to know the answer to that question, he would have just said,
"Are you entertained?
Are you guys entertained?
Like you guys having fun?
Yeah, yes or no? Are you?"
Or was it a rhetorical like "I hate you all"?
It was. I think it was
strictly
that.
I don't
which
get,
is
like,
why there wasn't any other dialogue after he asked the
Okay.
question. He just like dropped the mic. I quote unquote.
Are you
and
not
left.
entertained? I don't
Are
know.
you not entertained?
Yeah, it seemed like kind of like a double negative or something like that.
It's one of those things where it's like if you pull off something so baller, and you know that the value or the extent of this activity only goes as far as how much the crowd cheers, even though it took everything of you to do it. It's like, what is the point of me even going further? Are you not entertained? So fuck you, I'm out of here.
Like I gave you everything, and it's
I
like
gave you everything.
Still want
Well,
more?
Wouldn't just like, are you entertained?
No, because you don't care.
You're done.
It is just enough to kind of point out to them the absurdity of this activity, which is the gladiators, which is why it's so cool.
It's kind of a weird movie. I've definitely seen it at least half dozen times, probably.
Yeah, definitely.
Sayan had never seen it before though, so he was, it was all new to him. And
I gotta say, man, with his with his wife and the kid, that scene fucked me up a little bit.
It didn't show anything.
What
he just showed his feet. They just showed.
It's just like, I don't know. For some reason, just the way it was established, it was kind of like, holy shit,
Well, he shows up, and it's just like he walks up to their hanging feet.
Yeah.
But I thought for sure, at some point they would just kind of show a very far angle, like a very far shot,
A wide angle,
and it's just kind of the silhouette of him, and the hanging bodies. I thought that would have worked in that situation, like a wide angle, and it's just kind of you see the bodies, but you don't really see the detail. It's just kind of all in. It's all dark.
But they were fine at the end. I mean, they were just fine.
They didn't even show that. Like he just kind of hugged the feet, and then that was.
I guess it was one of those things where it was like a purposeful implied shot. Like you see, like the focus was his reaction, Russell Crowe's reaction, which is really good.
Yeah.
And just enough for you to understand why this man was so devastated.
Luis, they weren't fine at the end. They were both actually murdered.
They were at the house
nope.
that he went back to after he got freed.
I'm
from
not,
the
that I'm not entertaining that question. Don't entertain that, Los.
No, that was that. I think that was supposed to be
Please don't.
Heaven.
Heaven?
Yeah, that the afterlife.
But that was just like his house. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, how is that heaven? Heaven's supposed to be better.
I think that was heaven. I think
it would. Oh my God, Luis.
What?
God damn it.
Yeah, they were very religious people back then.
Yes.
Wait, what?
The idea behind the scene with the fields, his wife and kid, and the home harks back to the conversation he was having with the black guy, which was his name, Carlos? I can't remember.
Jaimin Hansu.
Thank you. He was describing what the perfect thing he was looking for.
He played the voice of the Black Panther in the Black Panther TV show on BET.
Yes, he did. Mm-hmm. So it was just one of those things this is what he was been waiting for after he was fighting for the king, and it was taken away from him prematurely. So ideally, his heaven would be to go back to that setting that he remembers so vividly, the field of wheat, his wife and child waiting for him, which was, yes, it's heaven. They're all dead.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
There should have been that
Thanks
one guy
for the
that was
explanation, Chad.
You're welcome.
There should have been that one guy, one of the slaves or one of the gladiators that just walked up, kind of butted into the conversation, that's fake, right?
What?
Heaven. Heaven, what you guys are talking about? It's fake, right?
What?
It all stops at the Coliseum. Nothing happens after that.
Yeah, as soon as you die, you're dead. You're just dead.
What a good movie that is, though, for real. Gladiator is such a good film.
It was, saying definitely like that. He just all night long, he just had his arms out, both his arms were out, and he was just kind of spinning around saying the meme over and over.
Oh,
that must have been so fun.
Yeah. At some point I was like, okay, enough.
Stop.
Or good stuff.
I don't think he had never seen the movie. He just knew the meme. So then he kind of oh, okay, that's where that comes from.
Put two and two together.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah, man.
I was saying Darth Vader. But he's
what?
not a black superhero.
What?
You were not saying anything about Darth Vader.
Definitely out of left field.
No, I know. I was just calling back to the black superheroes.
Not a superhero.
Not black
he's not
either.
A superhero though.
And he's not black.
Earl Jones is black.
If that face was underneath that helmet.
Come on.
No. What?
No, we're not gonna give him the pass.
And now the black stormtrooper.
I mean, he did have a bunch of white kids.
He did. I mean, you can still have white kids and be black.
Not really.
Yeah, you can.
I think that black gene is a little bit more predominant. I think it's possible.
More dominant is really the term for that.
No, I think
white genes are usually recessive in a coupling like that.
Darth Vader, I'm not the most, you guys know I'm not a big time Star Wars guy, but if I'm not mistaken, that's Anakin Skywalker.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
he's white.
Which is he's a white
he's
kid.
Caucasian as fuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so that kind of settles it, right?
He's as wasp as they get.
I mean, did anybody at any point when spoiler alert, when Vader reveals that he's his father, then anybody's like, but why is he white though?
Wait, what?
Never mind. Never mind.
Nah, I don't think that happened back then.
I'm sure there's a couple racist people that were like, you know what? No, that if
probably very happy.
It would be the other way around.
You know, that's a good point, actually, Luis. Like, if grown-ups at the time who were even like remotely interested in Star Wars were aware that James Earl Jones was the voice, and when he took the mask off and it was a white guy, do you think they were taken aback by that?
No.
Okay. Because I mean, as a kid, I kind of was when I was younger. When I finally saw that, whatever episode it was.
It says in the credits, it says James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
Well, I honestly, I don't think anybody was expecting to see him. Well, I guess that makes sense.
That's a good point too.
But so like nobody, I don't think anybody really questioned like, is he black or white? It's like could be like some weird green alien.
I kind of thought he.
But at the same time, like his kids are. That's what I'm saying. His kids are white.
Yeah,
that's not true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, I see what you're saying.
It could have been adopted.
It's not James Earl Jones.
You're part of the Rebel Alliance. A traitor. Take him away.
Who's excited to see the documentary about the kind of the bit characters that are in Star Wars?
The what characters?
The bit characters. Like this kind of like the like the guy that played Greedo and like some of the other like smaller characters.
I don't think they're gonna be in this movie.
No, he's saying there's a documentary out about him.
About the voice actors? Oh no! I see. Yeah, I haven't seen a trailer for that. I think I saw like a snippet of that, but I didn't know they were making a full movie about it. Yeah, all the guys that like wore the suits and the guys that you don't recognize essentially.
Yeah,
the guy who played C-3PO, is he still alive or is he dead?
Yeah, I think he's still playing C-3PO.
Yeah,
it's called Elstree 1976.
That's a weird name.
Yeah, it is.
But the R2-D2 guy died, right? The British guy?
They were all British, like all those guys.
Yeah. Did he die? I don't think so.
They were all pretty old.
Cause he also played Kenny Baker, apparently is his name.
Right.
No, I think he's still kicking it. Yeah, he's still alive.
Yo, you know what? Not to
81. God.
Not to dislodge the Star Wars train.
That's logic, bro.
What is up for next year? What's on everybody's agenda? Let's get a little existential.
Dude, let's just get over this year.
Captain America.
There's so much this year.
Well, I mean, we still got like a month and a week. But no, I mean, like personally, what is everyone looking forward to doing with their lives?
Live.
Oh, you're talking about? You're not talking about watching movies. You're talking.
No.
But that's what our podcast is about, Chad.
It's about movies.
No, it's about everything.
Oh, he changed the script.
Shane, are you not entertained?
Changing the script.
I'm not entertained.
I'm a dog parent, so
Okay.
What does that mean, sir?
Well,
you have to take care of a dog, man.
Gotta take care of the dog. Gotta clip the nails, take him out for walks. Gotta take him to the dog park, let him play around. So Desmond will be a year older, and it might be time for him to actually start settling down himself.
Right.
What are you talking about? You cut his balls off.
maybe find himself a little doggy wife, maybe.
Yeah, so you're gonna get another dog.
I gotta beat her to support him.
Very nice.
You could get married and not have kids.
That's possible.
Yeah.
People have done it.
I guess dogs do get married.
Sad way to end a lineage.
Yeah, he is. He is neutered, spayed, neutered.
No, I don't know.
One of those,
or both,
I think. But that doesn't mean he shouldn't be able to find the love of his life.
Find happiness.
Is there like a OkCupid for dogs?
Ooh, I think Luis just stumbled upon something that needs to happen.
What was that?
OkCupid for dogs.
Yeah.
Oh,
OkCupid for dogs.
Wait, what would be the name of that?
I don't know.
Wait, what?
Paw Cupid.
Okay.
Okay, Paw
That's
Cupid,
like the food that I get him at Whole Foods is called Whole Paws. So you're onto something.
Yeah. Pause is a very popular thing to say when referring to dogs because it's cute.
Okay.
Yeah, pause.
And you can always expand because
I'm thinking so hard for
paws,
a name right now.
Paws are all
What
cute
about-
furry house animals have paws.
What about okay? Woofed.
No. But then that's only
No.
dogs. What if you want to marry your cats
Oh,
Then
It's
Be
gotta be. It's
sure
gotta be a
people
little
have done it.
universal.
yeah.
or your
It'd be
rabbits?
Perter.
Wabbits. Don't think too hard.
Too late.
Yeah. Well, by next week, on next week's pod,
All right, next week's podcast
yeah.
will have that.
We'll have
Luis, good job.
Yeah.
the little
get 10 points.
homework. Yeah. Do we know like how to do that? Like make an app?
No.
Shouldn't be too hard.
Okay.
I mean,
You
guys
can just
should
look it up
know
online or
that.
something.
There's probably like a
We all have
Tutorials?
iPhones now.
the YouTube for that.
Hey, I want to make an app. Yeah, just
Make
go
a
online.
dog
A doggy app.
and cat dating
Service. Oh man, how do they swipe left? Is it gonna be swipe left or is it gonna be like
Paul.
Paula.
our profiles?
This might actually be.
No.
Bark once if you're
I mean,
interested.
you have to be
Bark
passionate
twice
to.
if you're not.
I'm not. That doesn't mean we have to run it. We just have to conceptualize it. Someone else
And then sell it off. That's what
Yeah.
they do now.
Millions of dollars.
Yeah.
But we think about something else afterwards.
We need to.
I really-
we gotta go live in an incubator for like 3 months, and then
Yeah, just dish out ideas.
over there with Guilfoyle and Dinesh.
Who?
Yeah.
I don't know those guys.
Yeah.
It's,
Mm-mm.
well, speaking of those dudes, how about that one other show with another?
Oh,
Indian
the other
guy.
Indian comedian.
Yeah.
Wait. Wait.
Aziz?
Aziz Ansari.
But wait, hold on. I think
Master and
that
None. It's a great show. I recommend it.
I heard of that.
so
Fantastic.
Dinesh is Camille Nananjari, right? So he's from Silicon Valley. I don't think he's Indian though.
Okay. What do you think he is?
It's a name like
I
that.
think he's maybe Pakistani.
He is Pakistani.
Okay, so not
So-
but Aziz is Indian though.
So then we're just a little racist. That's fine.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to make it clear that they were not actually from the same
Country.
country.
All right. Well, I mean, I was whatever. Apologies to
Yeah.
both of them.
Oh, those people, those tribes. It's a great show, man. Master and None.
Master and None
Um,
is surprisingly good, and it's surprisingly not it has very awkward comedy, which I love. It's very dry, awkward humor.
Yeah.
That's like
But
Aziz's comedy,
but
isn't
it's
it?
It's not though.
well,
right?
Aziz is very hyper. He has like a character on stage that is very loud and hyper, but here he's like very calm down, and it's like
Randall.
what?
It's Randall, right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
No, Randy.
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 Yeah, it's not like his stand up at all. So it's like, yeah, I'm not really a big fan of his stand up, to be honest, but the show is like, it's very subtle. It's like
I love it. It's good.
it's very like
Shall continue to
kind of
watch it.
tuning in on like a very kind of specific.
Not to be a party pooper, but I do have to go to bed soon.
How long have
Well,
we
you
been
got,
talking?
like,
Well,
10
holy
minutes.
shit. It's been an hour and
got-
25 minutes, guys,
No,
It's
we
been
got
an
like,
hour.
of
Yeah.
recording.
Yeah, we could start wrapping it up.
Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I recommend watching that. It's on Netflix, right? Yeah, Netflix.
It's on Netflix,
And,
it's kind of it's
They're half an
It's-
hour episodes, so they're pretty. They're pretty easy to digest. And
yeah.
Eric Wareheim is on it, and he.
It's just like Aziz's
essentially
like,
acts
it's just
exactly
him
how you
hanging out with his friends, like his
Yeah.
real friends, like his real life friends, like around New York City, like eating at like diners and drinking coffee at coffee shops.
Nice.
So kind of like
It's like
Seinfeld?
Louis. I feel like it's a lot like Louis, but there's a few differences.
I feel like it's a little bit more relatable because Louis is already like
He's a dad.
at the height of his career in his show. Not at the height,
Right.
but he's
And
already
he's
well
also-
established.
yeah, and
where-
he's also a little bit older than we are.
Yeah. Where Aziz is, I feel like
much older.
It's something that we are starting to experience, like your
Yeah.
friends starting to have kids and things like that, and like being single and.
So many of my friends have babies now.
Really?
Babies. I don't understand it. Every other month, someone's announcing, "Oh, I got a kid."
Wow.
Oh my god.
Anybody that we know?
Well, there's Brit, of course.
Brit.
Really?
Do you guys remember? Well, yeah, Brit. What's her face? What's her last name?
I mean, Brittany Sweet.
Brittany Sweet.
Yeah, with Rudy.
Rudy. Yeah, she has a kid. I don't know if you guys remember Norel Morris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got a kid. She's just announced.
Is that it?
A couple
all your
others,
friends?
but you guys don't know them.
People getting married.
People getting married. I'm pretty sure Jamie's gonna be next.
Yeah.
But
It's
Jamie's
like,
getting
I think
married.
she wants to.
it's like
have-
next
No,
week.
I mean like the baby.
Oh,
I mean the
okay.
baby part. Yeah,
Oh, that'd be crazy.
yeah.
Is anybody
Little
gonna bring it
Jamie
up?
Babies.
And then I mean, hell, Juan is a dad, like
He's a
legit dad,
Oh yeah,
not
he
a
is dad.
stepdad. He's a fucking
He's
dad.
both.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
He adopted.
Why is
like
everyone
3 or
having
4 kids.
children? But that's cool though, man. Kudos to them. Bring them into the world quick. Try to get them through this nonsense.
I
Hopefully
heard
the
it's-
future is bright.
It's good for people to have kids around this age. Like after like 30 or something like that, I heard some wives' tale that like the womb becomes like it starts to not decay, but let's say your babies might come out a little slow.
No,
What?
I don't know. That's just what I heard.
However,
That's
biologically,
like if you're like 50 years old, bro.
yeah, for a woman,
Oh, yeah?
when you're pushing 40, it is a little bit dangerous to have children.
But
because-
but now like you would know, like if you get tested, you know, you go to a doctor.
there's
you make
a
sure
lot
that-
of shit you can do.
It's like
Yeah.
it's not really. You just have to be
Yeah.
more careful.
The prime age group is still like 25 to 30 to have a child with the lowest risk of developmental issues. But like Slow said, you know, you can do tests and shit at pretty much any age and have a healthy baby at 45 or have a retarded baby at 25. It's kind of just up in the air.
I'm not sure retard.
That's not
is-
appropriate,
Yeah,
man.
that's not like what we say now.
Yeah.
Developmentally challenged?
That's
PC
better.
chat.
mentally
That's better.
challenged.
Developmentally challenged.
That's
Just
good. They're
making
both
that
good,
up.
I think. Both better than the first one.
Excuse me. I retract my earlier statement.
You can't. You
But
went,
yeah, man,
you went
let's go
full,
have some
you went
kids.
full. You went full retard on that.
A
one.
little bit.
On that one.
I don't hold back sometimes.
You never go full retard.
Never.
I just saw that on the Facebooks that crack.com just posted a link article about
Crack.com.
Ridley Scott almost writing Gladiator 2.
Oh my god, please no.
Oh, great. Wait.
It must have been like
Okay.
an old thing.
Who would be the? Because I just heard that they're remaking Memento, but who would be
What?
who would be
Why?
who would be
Stupid.
in Gladiator 2? Like who would be
The-
Maximus or whatever?
Oh my god.
Oh, you're saying
It'd
like
it had to be
like-
a prequel because he's dead.
True.
For fuck's sakes.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a prequel, like to see him as, you know, a full blown general, like fighting against the barbarians.
Yeah, but then
Guess
it wouldn't be a
so, but it's
Gladiator.
yeah. It would have nothing to do with the actual emphasis of the movie.
Yeah, it would have to be called something like Gladiator
Before he was
slash
Gladiator.
something, Gladiator before
He gladiated
before the Colosseum.
before he gladiated.
Mongolians.
Oh man, I like that.
Oh.
I think you should sell that title before the Coliseum.
Mad Max before the Colosseum.
But who? So Tom Hardy would he be Maximus?
I think Tom
I
Hardy
think
is the guy.
He's a choice for
Yeah,
everybody.
he is a choice for everybody. But I mean, well deserved. I'm not gonna.
Would he do his like his Bane accent?
Are you not entertained?
I'm in on that.
I mean, I'd watch it.
I'd watch it.
Why is the trigger man?
I don't know.
Gladiator 2, huh? Okay.
Yeah, but this is
Well,
this
no,
is
Joaquin-
like
Joaquin
the
Phoenix-
articles talking about things that could have happened like a long time ago. So it's probably not going to happen. But it might.
Nobody could be like a young Joaquin Phoenix except Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah, like Just
he was
he was turned up in that movie.
Oh no, he died.
Yeah,
though.
he was.
They all died. Everybody did.
Like that scene with him and I think it's Christopher Plummer, right? Is the Marcus Aurelius?
Yeah.
Who could play him now? Or somebody similar?
Yeah, there's not really anybody.
Could do a young Joaquin Phoenix.
Maybe I know this is way out of left field, but Jonah Hill.
What?
If he got mad skinny, perhaps.
He's gotten mad skinny.
No,
yeah.
he got skinny, but then
he's gotten skinny, but not
back.
mad skinny.
Oh, he went back. No, because
or he's starting to go back.
If you saw like the Wolf of Wall Street,
that's exactly where I went to.
He's got like some
he's got the
chops.
He's got some. He has range.
Yeah,
he has range.
Yeah, everybody knew that.
Not really.
Well, not until that movie. I don't think.
Well,
I hope they don't do that.
All right, so
what happened?
We talked about basically just Ridley Scott, Black Rain,
really deadly.
Bo Diddley.
Bo Diddley.
What could we watch for next week? Babadook.
That'd be a good.
I watched something really good. That
crap my pants.
I definitely I definitely recommend. It's called The Gift. It's got Jason Bateman.
Right.
It's got a couple other people.
I never thought I would hear you recommend something with Jason Bateman.
It's a really well done movie. I'm down to watch it again if we're gonna talk about it. It's definitely you gotta watch it. There's a lot.
It's on the flicks, right?
Is it? I don't know.
I believe so.
Yeah, possibly, but that would be one of them that we could do a whole pod on it probably. It's really well done.
Oh, by the way, with Thanksgiving next week, are we actually going to attempt to record?
Yeah, we could figure something out.
Shoot for Monday instead of doing on Friday.
That might work. We'll see what everybody's schedule is.
Cool dog.
Cool.
All right, Shane, you want to take us out?
All right. Well, thanks for listening, everyone. That's tonight's show.
Thank you for tuning in.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
This is Chad signing off from the Art Reject podcast.
Art School Rejects.
Art School Rejects. Jesus Swear to God, like no one's ever gonna get it right.
I mean, I never have messed it up, so.
Well, you did come up with a name.
I did come up with a name, but it wasn't really. It was my idea not to use it for other reasons.
Signing off on the Art School Reject podcast, week number 4, I believe we're in. Thank you very much for listening, everyone else.
Peace out.
Say goodbye.
Get home.
Drive home safe, guys. Podcast out.
Get home safe.
Yeah. Okay.
What? Who? For what? When? Are we still recording?
I think we're doing that.
Alright, I'm done.
Stop a Rooney.